highly contested game. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Seattle. They lead by 1. We've got Bilal Coulibaly. Davis is out there with Song. And it's Young, and it's Hardy in a 2-guard. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. Wizards shooting not great, 40% for the game. Young taking his time here. Shot clock at 5. Matkovic with the rebound. Seattle leading by 3. On the wing, Levine. Back to Kuminga. Levine against Coulibaly. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And that's a smart play from Levine. He understands how to get the defender in the air.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Zach LaVine, one of the most entertaining players in the league. Boy, when he's cooking offensively, look out.
He hits both from the stripe.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
Wizards trail by 5. Hardy passes to Sarr. Here's Coulibaly. Over Thomas. Coulibaly, no good. Young against Thomas. Here's Holiday, and Davis sends it back.
Come on, man. You've got to bring it harder than that when AD is meeting you at the rim.
And the basket by Thomas. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Here's Holiday. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Young outside. Pass to Coulibaly. Taken away by Holiday. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. And Holiday throws it down.
Yeah, because of his size and skill, once Drew Holiday gets in the open floor, look out.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Pass to Thomas. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Wizards trail by 9. They need this one. Seattle grabs the miss. Matkovic has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
Now here is Holiday. Looking for Kuminga. He gets it there.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh. Not on my watch.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year? 88% from the line.
Shooting 1.
Davion Mitchell's checked in for Seattle.
Number 45. Davion Mitchell.
For Washington, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Seattle calls timeout. He's checked in for Cameron Thomas. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Second is Zach LaVine.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Seattle leading by 6. Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 7. Thompson finds Mitchell. There's LaVine. And once again off the mark by Seattle.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
The wide open look here for Koulibaly. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game. Now Mitchell. Thompson outside. Pass to LaVine. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. LaVine's got 5 now.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Sarr with it. Picked up by Thompson. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Mitchell. 7 points in the game. And Sarr pulls it down. Koulibaly against LaVine and finished off by Davis.
Oh, terrific pass right there. Your teammate just walks right into it.
Seattle leading by 4. Mitchell with it. Thompson outside. LaVine looking around. Shot clock at 6. Sarr against Mitchell. No good with the elbow jumper. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Washington. Young passes to Sarr. And Kuminga comes to help. Fires the 3. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
Seattle calls timeout. George, he's checked in for the Wizards. Seattle has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to LaVine. Here's Matkovic, covered by Sarr. It's blocked.
We know Alex Sarr is a big-time shot blocker. He sends that one back.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. The shot by George, no good. Seattle has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Koulibaly against Kuminga. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And this play took real commitment from Kuminga. Just never gave up on him.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Seattle.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Here's Young. He's got 10.
And here's that intense defensive look.
And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And Seattle making a change here. Neesmith has checked in. Young in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
Mitchell passes to Thompson. Offensive rebound. Now Williams over George. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And it's 7 points for Rob Williams.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Wizards making a switch here. Champagne's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your Wizards, number 9, Justin Champagnie.
Wizards trail by 6. And here's Young. 10 points for him. Young is double. 6 to shoot. From deep, Johnson. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Williams is... Pass to Mitchell. And here's Thompson. Pulls it from 20. The rebound by Champagnie. Champagnie's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Young. Outside for George. Back in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists tonight.
That's a clever pass by Young, taking advantage of a defense that's focused on him inside.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 8. Right side, Williams. And it's done in the corner. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. And a moment now to check out who Seattle has coming up. On Monday, they'll face off against John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Carlton Carrington's checked in for Young. And George kicks to Johnson. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Now, here's Mitchell. 7 points in the game. And that one drops. Mitchell's got 9.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's George. 8 points for him.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Mitchell. The lead is 2. Back to Thompson. Let's go. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He's got 10.
Getting that off just in time. Thompson, great awareness.
It's George on the wing. Pass to Champagnie. And it's Seattle with the rebound. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far. Here's Neesmith. The rebound by Champagnie. Champagnie's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Thompson. And they're moving it up. Now Mitchell. Dunn right side. Shoots over Johnson. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Wizards trail by 4. Pass to Champagnie. Rebound by Williams. Seattle has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. To the inside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 9 points for Williams.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Here is Riley. Count it, and the foul. It goes on Aaron Neesmith.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
For Washington, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. Alexander Saw, he's checked in for the Wizards. And then for Seattle, Botkovich is checked in, and Thomas subbed in for Thompson. Free throw no good for Riley. Seattle leading by 4. 1:22 left in the third quarter of the game. There's a good screen. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Trey Johnson.
You see how anxious the defense was to take Holiday away. Instead, they foul him and send him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Holiday.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
That one misses.
One of the things you admire most is Drew Holiday's versatility, his toughness, the overall impact. This is the kind of guy you win championships with. Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Over in the corner, Williams. And Holiday kicks to Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Holiday. The rebound by Carrington.
Oh, that's a chip. Point blank range. He'd like that one back.
Here's George. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Well, this is a case where you use your size to full advantage. Exactly what you're looking for.
Now here is Holiday. 10 points for him. Williams from deep. Thomas. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
This is what Thomas has to do to be most effective. Make an impact from three-point territory.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 6.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Here's Thomas. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. The third quarter comes to a close. Seattle ahead, leading by 4. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for Seattle here in the fourth, they've got Zach LaVine. Williams is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Thomas, and it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, George shoots over Kuminga.
And that's a nice job of just making a shooter feel it. Kuminga wants to alter as many shots as he can.
Thomas against Riley. Tries from 16. Thomas gets the bucket. And Washington has possession. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles taking on the Lakers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here is Riley. Davis with a screen on Thomas. Riley passes it to Davis. 4 on the shot clock. Over Williams. The Wizards with another miss.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
On the wing, LaVine launches it. Rebounded by the Wizards. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Hardy passes to Riley. To the paint. Young against Thomas. And Young kicks to George. Lets it go from deep. That shot off. Nice defense from Kuminga. A floater. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Watching Davis run up court very light on his feet for a big fella.
Seattle leading by 4. Outside Thomas. There's Kuminga. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Koulibaly, he's checked in for George. Both free throws good from Kuminga. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Davis. Williams with the block.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
On the wing, LaVine. This one for 3. They get it back. And there's the bucket from Kuminga. Kuminga's got 4 this quarter.
And you love that kind of activity from Kuminga as he saves that possession.
Pass to Young. Now Koulibaly. Davis with a screen on Thomas. Back to Davis. Taken away by Williams. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Stolen. One-on-one fast break. Here's Riley. Sinks that one from the post.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Now here is Holiday. Now Thomas shoots over Hardy. Here's Williams. Kuminga with a wide open look. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Kuminga's got 20 points.
And this is why many are excited about Kuminga's upside. JK has the potential to be a consistently dominant scorer.
Pass to Davis. Williams with the block. They retain possession. Young's shot is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Holiday. Levine up top. Looking to end his cold spell. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Wizards trail by 8. Pass to Koulibaly. Davis with a screen on Levine. Williams with the block.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Levine can't hit.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And stolen by Thomas.
Turnovers weren't a story for them early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Washington with the ball. Following the miss by Jonathan Kuminga. Holiday against Young. Rebound by Williams. Seattle leading by 8. Holiday with it. Outside Thomas. Pass to Kuminga. Young up top. Thomas covering. The putback. And it's Seattle with the rebound. And here's Levine. Down low. Here's Williams. And that comes off the assist by Levine. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Washington. It's a 10-point game. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. He's checked in for Washington. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Brian Keefe was saying to the team. And it wasn't a very happy huddle. Coach told the team, quote, "We need to be better with the ball. We're committing too many turnovers. It's hurting us." Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And so it's Washington with it, trailing by 10. He takes it in. Koulibaly. Here's Hardy. The Wizards with another miss. Seattle has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. Levine for 3. Carries it from 3-point range. Levine's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Shot to stop the run, and scoring with the play inside is Young.
Carving through the defense with ease. I love watching Young slam on the Jets, hit knife inside.
Pass to Williams. Outside Holiday. Three-pointer. That's good. It's Thomas picking up the assist. Holiday's got the lead up to 14 now for Seattle. On offense, here are the Wizards. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Riley gets it to go.
I'm surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Now here is Holiday. Outside Thomas. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Wizards trail by 11. Young up top, guarded by Holiday. Young, no good. For Seattle, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
Well, you love the strong finish by Cam Thomas. So good when he's getting to his game with assertiveness.
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Back to Young from outside the arc. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
Pass to Levine. Shoots over Hardy. It's a hand on it, and Williams is right there. And Seattle leads by 15.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Washington shooting an appalling 26% in the fourth quarter. Williams with the rebound.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Outside Kuminga. Here's Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Kuminga sets a screen for Holiday. Got it to go off the glass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Trae Young. And get the 3.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Here's Kuminga.
Well, Kuminga isn't the most consistent free throw shooter, so he's not the worst person to send to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 18. Now Zorn. Good! Some old school moves in the post.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Here's Levine. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Holiday against Young. Now Williams. Holiday outside. Puts up the 3. Sarr pulls it down.
K NYP. Know your personnel. Challenge the great shooter. Excellent job.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Seattle.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Williams.
The aspect of his game that stood out to me was his work on the glass. He was absolutely relentless.
Here's Young, following the basket by Robert Williams. Pass to Coulibaly. Inside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Substitution on the court.
Two on the clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. The shot by George, no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Seattle. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Here's Matkovic, covered by Sarr. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Pass to Carrington. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Robert Williams.